Hello everyone. So today we have with us a wonderful student of ours. He has been a part of a foundation program. He's All India rank 683, Vinoth. Vinoth, many congratulations there.
Thank you so much.
We at Forum, we are really proud of you. Okay, so tell something, basic information about you.
So my name is Vinoth, as you mentioned. So I secured this time All India rank 683. So I was born and brought up in Kanyakumari district. So I did my schooling there. So after completing my schooling, my graduation is in Coimbatore from Kumaraguru College of Technology. So I pursue my bachelor's in aeronautical engineering. So after this graduation, the desire to come to civil service started even as a schoolboy. So, but later after graduation, I began the civil service examination preparation. So at that time, it was a COVID time, lockdown. So I need to join. So the online was the only choice. So at that time, I came to know about ForumIAS. They are starting the online CGP program. So I started with that. So the journey still ends with the All India rank 683.
So, and this is first prelims you cleared, first mains you cleared, and finally the first interview. That's wonderful. And you also cleared the forest cutoff, right? And
yes,
gave the forest interview.
Forest interview also.
That's wonderful. Okay, Vinoth, what were you doing when the results came?
So actually in 2021 and 2022, whenever I see the results like no matches found, it really felt very sad because I was a topper in school, topper in college. I'm first time facing the failure in UPSC preliminary examination 2021. I can't able to digest that thing. And for continuous 2 years, it's a continuous failure. Whenever I will search in I know I won't clear, but in a hope I search my roll number, it's like no matches found. But 2023 was a very lucky year. Not very lucky year, whatever my hard work went through, it starts reaping in this third year.
Accumulated.
So in civil service preliminary examination, preliminary results, mains result, and even in fine, whenever I check my VINO, automatically the name suddenly comes with the orange light Vinoth A R highlighted. So I felt very happy and felt satisfied when I was my name was in the final list. So that's my reaction. Initially, I was planned that when the result came, I need to enjoy, jump more. But after results came, so in the process of time, we have a lot of learnings and we mature enough to handle certain things. So I think that comes with
what we plan for and what happens.
What happened, it's completely different. And UPSC mentally trained us in very good way.
Yeah, because UPSC, when we give civil service, it's already and always a humbling experience,
yes,
right?
Really.
So it eventually makes us a bit more calm and composed.
Right. Even in the examination also, they more than testing our knowledge, they are checking whether we are mentally strong or not. Even in every preliminary examination and mains examination, I felt.
Okay, so you have been a part of a foundation program, right? So how did you manage that? How do you, go along that? Or basically the tight schedules and deadlines which the program provides, how did you manage that?
It's not managing because I have zero knowledge of how to start the civil service examination, how many marks, how prelims, how mains. The entire foundation for my civil service, the seeds are well sown by the CGP program. Starting from each static subject, the current affairs went through the CGP. And yes, the schedules are tight because I also part of the anthropology foundational. So I need to morning see the lectures of GS and afternoon I see the lectures of anthropology, and in that meantime I need to study newspaper, maintaining current affairs, and every Sunday we need to write prelims test as well as mains test. But see, if though the schedule was tight, the consistent preparation, but that tight schedule and consistency in preparation was very much needed because everyone say the consistency is the key, but who will track that consistency? If we give it ourselves, we have the self-discipline, but we give excuses to ourselves and justify it. But the CGP program is like, you need to give a preliminary test on Sunday. There is no more excuses. And you need to give it morning prelims, afternoon mains. So the consistency was tracked well by ForumIAS. And after every test, the rank system was come. So I can able to relate it with whether I need to work some more hard. So every week I can able to clearly visible my progress. So in that way, it helped the
And
CG.
at the end of the month, there are CBTs.
Yes,
in that
yes,
also,
yes.
you
Yes,
have to
yes.
perform.
In every month, we have the full length mains test and full length prelims test. So it's I am adapt to it. So in finally, obviously, we need to write the 2 hours preliminary test and in mains 3 hours. So the forum every month we are trained to do that. So it's very easy for us.
See, sometimes it becomes very difficult because
Yes.
for example, you are part of GS Foundation at Forum, then you're also part of Anthropology Foundation.
Yes.
Both the foundation courses, as for example, you're doing, then managing time throughout the day it's very challenging, right? So you also wrote test for anthropology at that time in the beginning,
Yes, in the beginning also I wrote, and after I didn't clear in preliminary examination 2021, I continued my anthropology test series in ForumIAS for 2022 also.
Okay, coming to the part of prelims, right? What was the issue in prelims? Was it GS or was it CSAT?
The issue with me is because of CSAT. Because I scored very well in GS. In 2022, I scored 124 in GS paper. But
that too after 1 year of foundation.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
But in CSAT, I secured only 55. So at that time, it hardly hit on me that whatever mark we scored in GS doesn't matter if we didn't clear in CSAT. What happened is in 2021 first attempt, I didn't take care well of CSAT. I'm very confident in that. And in 2022 also, I not given much focus given to GS, not give the same level of preparation in CSAT. So in 2023, I changed my strategy. I devised more time. I solved lot of test papers and lot of previous year question, not only from UPSC Civil Service Examination. I saw a lot of questions from CDS, CAPF, whatever examination conducted by UPSC.
Right.
So it helps me in clearing the CSAT. Then everything happens.
But dear, back to back 2 years, flunking in CSAT, it would have been shattering, right?
Exactly. Because I felt, because it delayed 2 years. Because this UPSC examination cycle itself happening for 1 year, due to the single mistake you done in CSAT, you need to wait for the next 1 year. And considering my family situation and financial insecurity, I sometimes always felt guilt. I'm wasting my parents' money. When I will get the job? After graduation, I have not been contributing to the family. Obviously, everything will come to the mind. But at last, we need to trust the process. That's the result.
But were we sure in the third attempt that definitely I'll clear CSAT this time? Because eventually, there's a sense of fear.
Yes.
Because it's not once, it's twice now.
Yes.
Right. So the mistake has already happened. The blunder has also happened. Now it's the part of sin. Third time it will be sin, right?
Yes.
So was a sense of fear was there?
I wouldn't say the sense of fear because I know where I did the mistake. So now the thing is, I need to rectify it. Not only rectify it, I also need to work hard to erase that mistake. So I know where the mistake lies. So I able to solve. So I was very confident in CSAT while giving 2023 prelims. So after the result but I don't expect that I will clear the first time in UPSC mains in such good marks. I go to the interview. I have the dream, but I didn't expect that because continuously 3 times failure in prelims can able to a single go clearing mains, clearing interview list in the final list. I didn't expect that.
Okay, that is unanticipated, right?
Yes.
But when it comes to, for example, CSAT only specifically, if I'm talk about, what was your schedule when it comes to CSAT?
Right.
Before prelims?
Even in GS, there are more subjects, polity, history, economy. We will allocate 1 week, polity, economy. But we tend to ignore CSAT like just 1 hour is enough to solve. Even in each subject under single paper, we are allotting 1 week. But for an entire paper, separate paper, we are allotting only 1 hour daily. It's not sufficient, I felt. So apart from that, solving at the afternoon slot, exactly 2:30 to 4:30 exam. So I used to solve 2:30 to 4:30 in CSAT daily. Daily. So apart from that, I used to devote certain only complete week for CSAT. Like 1 week polity, 1 week economy, 1 week modern history. I allocate schedule for CSAT also, completely to see the CSAT. So that amount of time I invested doesn't go into waste. It obviously helpful in clearing that.
So it's basically bringing CSAT into regularity.
Yes,
right?
Obviously, because it's a separate paper. Nowadays, seeing the trend of the cutoff, preliminary cutoff, even it went below CSAT cutoff, but that CSAT won't change. It's 67 is fixed. We need to clear it anyhow.
Okay, coming to the part of, for example, anthropology, right? In the beginning, was it challenging, the subject per se, because you're coming from an engineering background?
Aeronautical engineering is not in the optional list of the UPSC. So I need to choose any one optional. But at that time, I need to cope up with the GS also. So I went through 3 to 4 optional. So initially anthropology, sociology, PSIR, mathematics was in my list. So I went through the syllabus. I found relatively easy while seeing the syllabus of anthropology. And I think I can able to manage because the resources are plenty. You have the toppers notes. It can able to complete. It's a short syllabus. You can complete. So with that strategy, I go with anthropology. So go on time, I used with it. So considering answer writing, even in MGP 2023, I didn't even skip any of the tests. I wrote all the tests of the ForumIAS, and even in SFG 2022, before that when I was in a CBT program, I didn't skip any test. I wrote all the tests. So that continuous answer writing helps me in this mains exam.
Sometimes, it comes like, for example, you're not getting marks and people get demotivated. Okay, I will not write the test now.
Okay.
That's simply, escapism.
Yes.
But you wrote dedicatedly, right?
Yes.
That's wonderful. Okay, coming to the part of MGP now. So you were part of MGP, for example. So when it comes to answer writing, what 3 things would you say that, sir, definitely my answer will have these 3 qualities?
First, the quality of the answer. Because when I starting at the first time, I know my answer is very worst when I was started in the CBT program. But gradually, due to the feedback given in each paper, how I need to improve, the certain format like introduction, body, conclusion part, I was very weak in forming the introduction, how to form the conclusion. But gradually it comes on to the practice like standard definitions, collecting the more data. So in my paper, I would say 3 things which is best is like quality of the paper, and number 2, the value additions like datas, examples, everything. And third, the consistency in all papers. It doesn't felt like one paper is extremely good, next question is extremely bad. I try to maintain the consistency in all questions. So that's, I think, it's very important.
When you were writing MGP, were you able to complete papers on time, or thoda sa you were not able to?
Initially, I was take more time. So I remembered that when I write the first full-length test in CBT, it takes me around 4 hours 15 minutes instead of 3 hours. At that time, I decided that okay, might be it's I can't able to qualify the mains examination itself. But later I realized that at that time I was starting the preparation. The time went on, the knowledge will accumulate. If the practice, keep on practicing, it can able to limit the time, because we don't need to think a lot. At beginning, we need to think a lot. So after writing 3 to 4 tests, automatically your hand will write what you think in the mind. So that practice comes in this answer.
Coming to the part of, you mentioned about writing, right? Which pen did you use at that time?
So when beginning, I have no idea of using this pen for this examination or not. But after preliminary examination, when I start, at that time I realized how pen can play a role in completing the papers on time. Then I tried 2 to 3 pens. Then finalized, I Pilot V7 pen I used for my final
regularly throughout the preparation, right?
Yes.
So do we have anyone in the bureaucracy in the family, or you're the first one?
No, I'm the first one, and I'm the first graduate in my family. My father is a laborer, my mother is a homemaker. So I have the dream of becoming the district collector even in my 5th standard. So that's finally I was very happy that I was in the list, and my parents are very much happy and satisfied. That makes me very happy.
But was there any sense of insecurity that those students or those aspirants who have their father, mother, or any person, any family member who's there in the bureaucracy, they might have any advantage? For example, do these things, don't do these things, and you were not having at that time.
Yes.
Was it can say challenging and disabling?
I won't say like that, because this is an open platform. We can learn at any time. But I felt in somewhat that after completing 12th standard, if I have the sufficient guidance and strategy, I will choose my graduation related to some of the optional or related to UPSC. But past is past. Now I can able to guide fellow aspirants like me to don't trap and do the same mistakes again.
That's wonderful. You truly are an inspiration for that. Yeah. Okay, coming to the part of interviews, right? So when you were sitting in the Dholpur house, what was going in your head? Was it fear, anxiety, or finally a hope that you are way too close?
Actually, what happened 2 months before, I watched the movie 12th Fail movie before the personality test. So I see the round. I thought it was like like some other place they shoot, but it was the real one. I was exactly the same like in the round floor. I am waiting outside. But finally, I thought that, okay, Vinoth, this is what you dreamt for these many years. And after the continuous failure of 2 years, you are here. This is your stage. So don't show your anxiety before them. This is the finest opportunity because 5 lakh students appeared for preliminary examination. Only 14,000 qualified for mains. After mains, only 2,000. And hereafter, only 1,000 people are going for the final stage. That very less than 1%. You are one among the person. So we know, be confident. This is your stage. Go and excel it. Whatever happen, give your fullest. That thought arises when I was outside waiting for the boat to enter. So these are the thoughts arising in my mind.
So it's about self-affirmation, right?
Yes.
And that is how you manage to tackle negativity.
Yes. Because when I start this preparation, everyone in my village, because they know obviously in village one matters, no, a whole village knows. So I was a topper in school and college, the whole village knows I am a good academically well. But after 2 years, I didn't clear this examination job. Everyone started asking questions to my mother and father, why he didn't go to the job, he did study well in school, what happened to your son? So my parents are tired of answering them, he's still studying. So that's what I felt, that for them, to make them proud and to achieve my passion, I need to clear it. Now, after clearing the examination, within a day, everything changes. So thank you God for that.
But taking this forward, I was about to ask this. Okay, other people, they're asking, what Vinoth is doing. What about the family? You failed twice, and that too in the preliminary stage. And the parents, they have a high hope for their kids. And you failed miserably in the first 2 attempts. So family support was there throughout.
Yes, that's what I told. Thanks to my mother and father, because they don't know what this process is. They don't know what's preliminary examination, these many papers. They just know I am studying for IAS. Like he is going to district collector. They only know that. Even after continuously failing for 2 times, they didn't even ask me why you fail. They told that you study well, we are with you. So I am felt very much guilt and at the same time thankful to them, because I saw many of my friends, their parents are well educated, right, but also they pressurized them to clear, why you didn't clear, why you scored less mark in prelims. Because obviously this UPSC is, apart from hard work, there are many factors who played a major role in this results. But they didn't even know what's going on. They trusted me well. They know that my son will achieve this. So that kind of family support I get, thankful for that. Thank you to my mom and dad.
They imposed a lot of faith, and honestly you maintained that.
Exactly.
That's wonderful. Okay. Any particular moment which you recall from your preparation days, that was the lowest point of your preparation, the ebb, which you denote?
That is, I think, first preliminary result. Because as I already mentioned, I was the topper in school, even the gold medal in college. I secured good CGPA in college. So I didn't even see the failure. So I was in top in both school, college, performing well, and even didn't clear the first stage in preliminary examination itself. I can't able to digest that thing. I didn't even believe that how I failed this examination. That was the lowest point I feel, but that's the great learning. This UPSC preparation teaches me very well. So how to tackle it, how to get back from that, how we need to consistently prepare. That's the great lesson I learned from there.
That's why they say that UPSC is a humbling experience.
Yes,
right?
yes. It's a learning experience and with humbling.
That's wonderful. Again, dear, we are ForumIAS very proud of you, and you made all of us very proud. And many, many congratulations again. It was really nice interacting with you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.